sharing. It says we're live on YouTube. It's now streaming live on YouTube. Hi, YouTube. I'm Melissa.
I also had another idea. Oh,
that's Rhonda, the one talking, the hat on.
Hi, I'm
Rhonda. We are MaverickRx. This morning, we're having our coffee. Mine is still a little bit hot to actually drink.
We are live, folks. No, it's not.
Yeah. No, and we're live today with our friend MaverickRx. She's the one down there.
YouTube right now. Come join us there. A few minutes late, but come on, join us over here on YouTube.
The thing that you got to do though, Ron, is actually then take the link and share.
I got it. I did it. I got it now this time.
Oh, figured it out. So I'll just let you keep doing all that. So MaverickRx, how are you doing today?
I'm lovely. My coffee's still on the percolator, so I haven't started yet.
So do you make French roast or something?
No, I just use the percolator. It's
just
coffee in my house. It's a waste if I make any more than that, and it's so good that way. So campfire coffee. Just put it on my stove.
Nice.
Yeah.
One of my cousins uses a French press.
Makes good coffee.
It's like strong coffee though.
Yeah, I have a French press. I like to do it every so often.
Yeah.
It upsets my digestive system if I'm being politely honest about it.
Oh boy.
You need more foot detox.
Okay, let me make this bigger. So had the situation yesterday with the dog. Pup's better now. Good.
That's good.
And you got away for a few days to the Sunshine State.
I did. It was so nice. And that's when everything kind of
fell apart.
Happening. So my first few online classes that I did, I was able to do like on the back porch by the pool at my mom's.
Yeah.
And then I got here and my house is so dark and it's like cloudy outside. And, I was like, take me back to Florida.
Yeah.
Right.
What was the
weather there during this?
What's that?
Rather be there during this.
Yeah, for sure. If I didn't have dogs, I wouldn't have come home.
Someone just texted that they're having trouble. Oh, you got it.
I got it.
You're one step ahead always.
Not always, but occasionally. How was the weather in Florida? Is it wonderful?
80 degrees, sunny. I got a sunburn. It's perfect.
I don't like a sunburn.
So now when did you get back?
We got back on Wednesday. My husband's a first responder, so
okay,
we get back to get on duty, and he's been working ever since. Basically, he came home on Friday for a few hours and then went straight back. So I haven't seen him since we got back on Wednesday.
Now, so my parents were in Florida. They had flown there, and they were supposed to come home on Wednesday, and they got an earlier flight in on Monday night. They were like, and then Midway shut down on Tuesday.
Yeah.
So that was kind of crazy.
It is, though I do have to say we didn't fly just because they're up in the Panhandle, so it's only a 12-hour drive.
Right.
And the precautions that everyone was taking on the way home was really great to see. So
what do you mean?
So you would go to the gas stations, and a lot of people at the gas stations were, everybody was keeping their distance. They were using towels when they were opening doors. Like everybody was washing their hands for a really long period of time, which you see like in the bathroom, like people do the quick, whatever. We were all like in between our fingers and doing the whole thing. And, even certain drive-throughs, they were wearing gloves and changing gloves after each person. And so, we were really glad to see all the precautions that were being taken as people were traveling across the country. So it just makes me feel better because, my daughter's driving home from school today, and she's in Alabama. And so just to know that there's going to be that sense of safety, just kind of told her to participate, but to know that everybody's kind of on board, like it's all happening. Everybody's definitely taking it seriously, which is good,
Yeah, it is good. It's funny because my mom said on the airplane, now my mom's a germaphobe anyway. She always has wiped her airplane, and I do too, but she even wipes her food at the grocery before any of this happened. So it's kind of funny, but she's like, on the airplane, everybody had Clorox wipes. And she's like, for the longest time, the plane smelled like Clorox wipes. So it's kind of funny.
It's got to be kind of assuring for people who have been germaphobes all this time, for everyone else to finally be like joining them in this, they're probably like, yes, finally.
And introverts, I mean, they were born for this day. Go inside and don't talk to people. Like,
right? They're
they really are. I am not there. I had a couple FaceTime parties last night.
A couple of my girlfriends and I, we had a cocktail. We were like 7:30 FaceTime group chat. Let's do it. So,
yeah, I had one for 2 hours with my family. It got longer than I expected it to, and then dinner was like at 9:00. Okay, so this morning we have, you're not going to believe this, Rhonda,
but
Cottage Girl is here.
Hi.
Yeah, her name's actually Kathy.
Hi, Kathy.
And then Erin Callis is with us again this morning. Good morning, Erin and Kathy. I woke up late today, 7:57, quickly applied my eyebrows, and here we are.
I have a feeling a lot of people woke up late today for some reason, Sunday.
I know. My husband's home today, so I'm excited about that. Haven't seen him this week. All right, so Miss Heather, you are offering online Pilates classes.
We are.
I'd like to hear about it.
So if you, I mean, obviously everybody's kind of stuck at home. We're allowed to go out and walk the dogs, take walks with kids, do things like that to kind of get outdoors. But if you're looking for a fitness routine, or if you had a regimen that you were doing prior, that you were doing before and your gym is now closed and you don't have access to that, we are offering online live Zoom Pilates and yoga classes. So the thing about Pilates and yoga, which is really great, is it's that whole mind-body connection. So not only are you getting a workout in, but you're also able to kind of tune in, connect up. For me, it's a very spiritual situation. I mean, Pilates is a little bit different than yoga, but you have the opportunity to kind of connect up to whoever your higher power is and kind of dedicate your practice, tune in, increase your vibration. A high vibration disease does not live in that environment. It really strives on this like low vibration, fear, panic, kind of epidemic scenario. So just having that opportunity to take time for yourself, increase your vibration, get some stretching in. I mean, if you've got the kids around, there's going to be a higher stress level. If you're cooped up in the house, I mean, if you can go out and kind of stretch your legs a little bit on a walk, that's awesome. But just kind of moving your spine, moving your body, lengthening your muscles. It's a really great way to just kind of connect to yourself, connect to your body, have a little bit of me time. And we've got classes like first thing in the morning, we've got classes mid-morning, we've got classes in the evening, and it's live. So you set your camera up to where we can see your body, so we can actually do adjustments as well. So like if you're not flexing your feet, or if you're, not rounding your spine, or if something's kind of wonky in your body, we can correct you. We have an awesome introductory offer. It's 2 weeks of unlimited classes for the Pilates and the yoga for $39. So you really can't beat that. And you have access to as many classes as you want to do in a day. So if you want to do a Pilates class in the morning and a yoga class in the evening, or vice versa, you can do that. And then if you have any props at home, so some of the Pilates props that we have are magic circles, foam rollers, or even like the TheraBands, big balls, little balls, anything like that, bring it to class, and we kind of verbal the prop usage during the work. So if it becomes a little bit, because with the mat work, it can get kind of not, there's a pattern to it, but there's a purpose of the pattern. So we try to get really creative with that when we're in the studio. But when you're at home, it's kind of difficult because you're limited to what you have. So we're trying to keep it exciting and new, and, pump some new things in there, doing some of we're classically trained, but, we can do some of the new stuff too.
So, where can they find these classes, Heather?
Sure, certainly. Forgive me. We're Pilates Sense. So if you go to our website, pilatessense.com. So that's PILATES. And then SENSE.com. You'll see our class schedule on there. You can book a class as you go in to book your first class. You'll see the option for the 2-week unlimited course, or you can purchase the 2 weeks unlimited and then just kind of see what classes work for you. Either way it works. The 2 weeks starts the very first class you attend. So, if you book it today, or if you purchase it today and then book for Wednesday, that'll be your 2 week will initiate on that day.
Mm-hmm. So,
that's really cool.
That is really
super
fantastic.
Cool that you can like make adjustments and like really feel like a class like normal.
Yeah.
Fix it. For someone who likes to be, who does it wrong mostly, needs someone to like fix them.
Right, having the
It would be really great for someone like myself.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're really big on the hands-on work, but unfortunately that's not an option for us right now. So we want to make sure that, you know, you're getting your money's worth. And, you know, if you just do like, please don't take this the wrong way. I'm not talking negatively about anybody that does any of the live broadcasts where they can't see anybody, but a lot of those are being offered for free. And so the reason, you know, I mean, you're still getting value in the money that you're investing in it, and help supporting small businesses too. So we're all, you know, we can't teach our classes. We can't do anything. Anybody that has a small business, that's their mode of income. I mean, I still have rent. I still have, you know, all of those things. It's just a great way to kind of help support your small businesses. You get something out of it. There's definitely value attached to that. Like, I feel like we are, not to toot our own horns, but I do feel like we're really great instructors. We're able to kind of see and cue you in a way that you can benefit the best from that work. And even though it's a Zoom class, we're still maxing out at 10 people. We really only have about 2 to 3, maybe. I think the max that we've had so far is 5 people per class. So it is really individualized. We make sure that we, you know, say your name on the cue so you know exactly what you're supposed to be doing. Some of the more, so the not advanced class, so the multi-level classes, like we get down and kind of demo it for you, but then we still like come up to the camera and, you know, really focus on your body and make sure you're doing what you're doing. So you know what you're supposed to be doing at first, but then we kind of make sure that we check and see what you're doing to make sure you're doing it correctly and feel the benefits of the work, because it is really, really great work. And a really cool, interesting fact, like it kind of started coming up at the, that this particular situation is being compared to the Spanish flu of 1920. And when you go back through Joseph Pilates' history, he was in a camp during that time. And every single person in his camp that he was doing his work with, nobody got sick. There was not a single death. Nobody got sick because they were doing the Pilates method, which speaks volumes for the Pilates method during a scenario like this. So there is something to be said for increasing your vibrations, staying positive, staying lifted, getting work in, keeping your body healthy, you know, and doing it all, not only nutritionally, but, you know, getting your meditation and getting your workouts in, getting out into the fresh air. Like it all works together to keep you healthy.
So when you say vibrations, I don't understand what you mean by that.
Okay. So it's just staying positive. So like, have you ever been around those people that like everything you say, they have something negative to say about it, and you're like, oh, like you just get to a point where you're like, when can I leave? You know? When can I step out of this conversation? It kind of brings you down, and that disease and bacteria kind of thrive in that environment. It creates a very acidic environment for your body. So your brain very much has control. It's kind of like the placebo effect, right? So people take a pill that's a sugar pill, and all of a sudden they feel better because their mind is telling them they're getting something that's helping them, right? So if you stay positive in your mind, then like a lot of the times your body connects to that. And I'm not saying that, you know, stay positive in your mind and then go like lick a pole at Disney. Like that's not what I'm saying, but you know, you have to stay positive. If you live in this sense of fear and panic, bacteria and viruses, they thrive in that environment, that acidic environment in the body. But if you stay positive, everything on this planet, people, items, this blanket, everything holds a vibration. Everything holds a vibration. It all has a frequency. And so what I mean by increasing the vibration is there's certain things that have a very low frequency. So diseases, bacteria, things like that have a very low frequency. And then there's certain things that have really high frequencies. So there's certain like essential oils and foods. There's stones that have a higher frequency. There's different things that have higher frequency. And if you surround yourself in that and you maintain that stability in your mind and that higher frequency in your mind, again, disease and bacteria can't grow in that environment. So it's just staying, I mean, I know we've got a lot going on and I know it can be really scary, but just staying positive, reaching out to your friends, having a good time, getting outside, getting the exercise in, pump your oils. If you have stones, grab your stones. Just doing things to help keep your frequency high and keep your vibration high to keep you and your family safe. That's kind of where it's at. I know it sounds a little woo-woo, but like thing, I promise.
I like it. I mean,
I do too. I think
cool. A positive attitude makes such a big difference all of the time, whether or not we are.
Well, it helps eliminate the stress, right? And the stress is what makes our immune systems drop drastically.
Yeah.
I wonder what Have any, what's wine's frequency? Is it good? High, right?
Alcohol is a little bit lower, but I think
Oh,
have the attitude that you have when you're drinking wine, I think supersedes what the
right.
wine actually does to your system. I mean, I teach the positive attitude on a day-to-day basis, because what you put out into the universe, or out to God, or whatever your belief system is, whatever you put out there, you just automatically assume from that up front that the word no or don't or can't or won't, it doesn't register, right? So if you constantly say, I don't want to be around negative people, right? It doesn't hear the don't part. So what it says is, I want to be around negative people, right? It mutes the negative.
It's so interesting that you're talking about this today, because my sermon last night was he talked about I am and not, and how God is I am this, I am this. We don't have, and he said, actually take a Post-it notes. And when you're watching he's like, when you're watching TV, put not on there, like take it all out. It really, and it's exactly kind of what you're saying.
Yeah, and just the verbiage. So instead of I don't want to be around negative people, you start saying I want to be around positive people. So you present what it is that you want to see. So instead of like, I don't want this disease around, say I want to see health, I want to see wellness, I want to see everybody above the wellness line. Or instead of saying I'm going to put my sunglasses here because I don't want to forget them, you say I'm going to put my sunglasses here because I want to remember them. So you kind of switch it and start putting the positive in your life, and stating the positive, because again, laws of attraction too, what you put out there is what you're going to receive. So you have to be really careful with how you use your words. So I have little signs up all over my house. Like I open myself up to receive health and wellness. I open myself up to receive, like my heart is open to receive, things like that. Just because it really helps keep you in that positive sense. And even though it may then become a staple in your home to where you really don't see it much anymore, you're seeing it more than you think you do. So you're kind of subconsciously putting that into your environment, and cleaning your home too. So not only just cleaning your home with like the sanitation component, but, saging your house, doing Palo Santo in your house, like pumping some of those essential oils just to kind of help clean and purify the air. That's going to kind of, when you get the yucky out, it like that affects what happens in your home. Like if you wake up and everybody's already arguing and nobody's said anything yet, like that's not you, that's some sort of catalyst that's intervening with the sanctuary of which is your home, right? So kind of clear that space, clear that air too. Just kind of keep it all positive, keep it light. Yes,
what oils do you think are the best oils to be using right now?
Gosh, anything that makes you happy, to be completely honest. So Palo Santo is a purifying oil, or purifying, it's like actually a wooden stick that you burn, similar to sage. It purifies your air, and people have been using that for hundreds of years in Eastern medicine to help purify the air when people are ill. But there's an essential oil called Palo Santo. That's what I ran yesterday, which was really awesome. But if you can pick up the sticks at local, like I know we're here in Downers Grove, Fresh Thyme has them at Downers Grove. You can get them on Amazon, but just, burn it for 30 seconds, blow the flame out, let it kind of smoke a little bit, and do all corners of your house. I always like to kind of purify our animals. Their little hearts are just so open, and they take so much on, that they hold, so much that is not supposed to be in your home, and they do that for you. So just kind of clearing them. I always just say, any negative be released, only allow, that of the highest vibration to remain. And, just resourcing that. But any essential oil that makes you happy. So if you open it, you smell it, you're like, yum, like do that.
I love peppermint. I don't know why. I love peppermint.
Peppermint is so great for the body. It helps alleviate any sort of like headaches that you may have. It puts people in a really good mood. It's a really fresh, clean scent. And like, even I have it pumping in my car. I have one of those little car diffusers on the vent, because it helps car sickness. So if anybody's kind of feeling car sickness, it's really helpful for that. So I use that on long road trips and things.
We have a couple of people have joined. Renata and Lisa and Julie are here now. Julie's the one that asked about which oils would be good. I have an oil blend that's called Refresh. I like quite a bit. And I sometimes will just diffuse tea tree oil, because in my head, the smell of it is fantastic. I like it. A lot of people don't like it.
I like tea tree oil.
It also is, it is cleaning the air. So I do really like that, and it makes me feel better, like I am just feeling good.
Tea tree is an antibacterial, antifungal, antibiotic.
Right.
It's really great if you have blemishes on your face. You can kind of do that to kill all the bacteria. But yeah, for sure, diffusing tea tree is a really great option too. And you know, everybody has their kind of favorite brand, but honestly, like if you're just if you do a little bit of research and you make sure that you're using you know, a pure product, something that doesn't have a lot of fillers, I usually don't recommend purchasing them on Amazon just because a lot of that they kind of whatever. But go to your local
Yield has a great
Yield's got great stuff. So go to your like local nutritional grocery store, or you know, if you've got a friend that you know that's kind of their business, that's a way to help support some of your small business friends during this period of time to help them make a little bit of money. God bless you. But all of that, it's just a way to kind of help, you know, help your local friends.
We have a little place in town in Plainfield, and everybody she does a lot of stuff with the essential oils and stuff. And for Ivy Nicole, oh, there went my light. I'm dark now. It's on a battery. So, but she is actually making a lot of homemade sanitizer right now. She used the thieves oil, the rubbing alcohol and stuff. And so if people can help her out too, because she kind of relies on the craft shows and stuff, and right now obviously those are all but she's got a lot of cool, interesting products there. So,
well, essential oils that help your immune system. You're right. Thieves. I want to say doTERRA has one called Armor, which is very similar to that.
It's got Armor too.
A cleaner as well, a household cleaner, which is an antibacterial. So, like, I did a demo one time where I put chicken on my countertop and I ran the bacteria swab on it, and it turned, I think there's green and purple, and one of them shows bacteria and one of them does not. And then I cleaned it with the thieves cleaner and then swabbed again, and it was completely clean. So it's something that you can use. I want to say that it was actually just approved by the FDA or the CDC. I think everything's approved by the FDA, but like the CDC to be an appropriate cleaner. But the other essential oils that help like purify your air, or you can help with your immune system, would be so Thieves Armor, tea tree, like you said. Oregano is really great. Oregano has like a really high ORAC.
With respiratory too, so it's probably good right now.
So when I use oregano though, I usually put that on my feet, just because if not, you're probably gonna smell like spaghetti for the rest of the day, to be honest, unless you don't mind that. But it's a hot oil too. So what I mean by that is some essential oils have a little bit of almost like that fire and ice, you know, like icy hot feeling to it. So if that does happen, or you put that on your skin and you're like, oh, burny, like if you put it on your neck or somewhere and you're like, oh, that was burny, or when you put it in your eyes on accident, because it's not like, if you're an essential oil user, you have done this at some point in time. Just you can diffuse it with like a fatty oil. So what I mean by that is olive oil, coconut oil, almond oil, jojoba, like any sort of oil that you have in your house. If you put it on your body and you're like, oh, that was bad news. Like I put Thieves on one time wet. Mistakes were made that day. But that like exacerbated it. And I was just fire engine red. And I just grabbed some oil really quick and just
it does burn. I had a little wart problem on my hands.
Yeah.
Remember, Melissa?
I sure do. She had warts everywhere. She tried so many things because she doesn't like the doctor, you know. So she put like all kinds of stuff all over herself. But it ended up working eventually. She got rid of him.
Yeah.
Hey, Joe.
We should probably
Rhonda.
Huh?
Joe is here. Joe made it.
Oh, hi, Joe.
Yeah.
How you doing, buddy?
Okay, so does the lady from Plainfield that does the craft fair you were speaking about have a website? Had a few questions come.
I'm sure I can.
What did you say? Ivy what?
Ivy Nicole. She's got a little shop in downtown Plainfield, so I'm sure we can look up that link and maybe. And actually, I think we should. Do you have a specific link for that sale for the Pilates Sense for the classes you're offering?
Yeah, just on our website. So I can
just on your website. Okay.
Yeah, I put that in this comment, but we'll add it to the stuff.
Yeah, because I think that's fantastic that you can actually see
My name's
what
Heather.
people are
My
doing.
information's on our website. So if you have any questions about any of this, I am a resource that you can use either, those that are watching, you can text Rhonda or Melissa for my info, but it's on our website as well. If you just have any questions about anything, I'm just hanging out. My husband's on duty. So I'm here for you if you need me. I'm a wealth of information. I try to help people as much as I can. And so whatever.
Actually, you guys are going to see Heather again on Monday night because Rhonda and I visited Pilates Sense a few weeks ago, and we did the foot detox bath. That made me feel, I'll tell you.
Pretty gross, but it's so good for your system.
All the icky stuff. And we did it right before this, so I think it was good timing for that.
So yeah, you guys will have to tune in Monday night and see.
That's interesting.
Get to see
Diarrhea of the feet.
Yeah.
That's right. That's a really good way to put it, Rhonda. That's 100% what happens. That's eliminate a lot out of the bottoms of your feet. Yep. Yeah.
But for sure, we get a little tour of the studio, and you guys will, I think, appreciate seeing inside of that now that you know her, and get to see this foot detox, which is interesting, but really, really fascinating too. So we're going to move on to wrap it up today. Thanks everybody for coming and joining us.
I just have one more thing.
Oh, okay.
I'd like to challenge people to do, because we did this at DNA. So yesterday and today, or no, Friday and Saturday was chalk walk day, where you like put messages out and you chalk your walk or something. So at DNA, because yesterday was like my last time being there, so we're coming up with online things that we could do for the next couple weeks for there, but we decided to put a message in front of the thing and kind of start a thing. And I said, how about this goes all the way through? Like, I think we should make this a thing for the next couple weeks. And I came up with this, just like be messengers of hope. So when you're outside and you're with your kids, it's really fun to, like, I'm going to have the girls, I'm hoping it's like decent out. We could draw some kind of inspirational thing on our driveway, maybe take a picture of it, tag Maverick, tag DNA if you want, and kind of see what happens. Like, if people keep doing this, I mean, it's something fun to do with your kids outside. And we put something up like spread hope, not germs or something, so just fun stuff. And we could keep coming up with some fun things to do that is,
you're getting a lot of love on that.
Huh?
You're getting a lot of love on that. We got Erin, who was with us yesterday. She did chalk the walk as well.
But I think it should be, let's just do it for good and see how it could be like a movement, messengers of hope.
Messengers of hope. I like it. I think it's fantastic. So what message do you have for us this morning, Miss Rhonda?
Oh, yes. Okay, so today's message I thought was good in the Jesus Calling book again. It says, rejoice and be thankful as you walk with me through this day. Practice trusting and thanking me all along the way. Trust is the channel through which my peace flows into you. Thankfulness lifts you up above your circumstances. I do my greatest work through people with grateful, trusting hearts. Rather than planning and evaluating, practice trusting and thanking me continually. This is a paradigm shift that will revolutionize your life. So, and you got the scripture from Melissa, whatever your name is.
I'm not Fran, but I have Isaiah 12:2. Is that the one?
What is that? Yeah. No. Oh yeah, I forgot the Jeremiah thing.
Heather had the great joy of listening to me and Rhonda get ready this morning.
That was it. Was that it?
I got it. I forgot. Remember?
I think you had it. Yeah.
For I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. They are plans for good and not for disaster, to give you a future and a hope. So we have lots of hope today.
We do have lots of hope today. We hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thanks for joining us. And we'll see you tomorrow morning at 8:15.
Yay.
Bye. Thanks for joining us, Heather.
Meeting everyone.
Thank you, Heather. See you later.
Bye.